says it's connecting. All right, we're good. Okay, let's get started in Supta Baddha Konasana. So come to your back. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees open wide. Bring one hand to your heart, the other to your belly. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Sigh it out. Big inhale through your nose. And sigh it out. Take a couple more breaths just like that. And then when you're ready, seal your lips. Breathe in through your nose. And out through your nose. Engaging your Ujjayi Pranayama breath. And on those closed mouth inhales and exhales, try to make the inhales the same amount of time as the exhales. So those even breaths. And let the next 45 minutes be just for you. So do whatever feels good in your body. Feel free to modify as needed. You can always come back to this pose if you want a break. Bring your hands to the outside of your thighs and close your knees together. And then bring your feet mat's width distance apart. And then bring your arms to a T, just spread them long and let your knees fall to the left. Just a nice easy twist. And then come back to center and let your knees fall to the right. And come back to center. And then bring your knees into your chest. Give them a little squeeze. Rock side to side. And then rock the length of your spine, rocking up into a tabletop position eventually. So come to your hands and your knees. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, knees under hips. Engage your core. Inhale. Exhale, cat pose, round your spine. Tuck your tailbone and your chin. Inhale for cow pose. Drop your belly, center your tailbone, and gaze high. And really grip into your mat with your fingers, pulling your chest between your shoulders. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Take a couple more breaths, moving with your own breath. And then tuck your toes. We're going to engage our cores a little bit more. Lift your knees a couple inches off of your mat. So your knees are hovering, core is nice and tight. Really pressing the space between your shoulders up towards the ceiling, pressing the mat away from you. Here for 5 more seconds. And come down to your knees. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. And then take any movement that feels good here. Shift your weight from one foot to the other. Stretching out your calves, warming up your hamstrings. And then check in with your position. So start at your fingers. Make sure your fingers are spread nice and wide. You're really pressing into your mat with your index finger and your thumb. Your neck is relaxed. And then send your tailbone a little bit higher. It's okay if you have to bend your knees to find that straight line from your wrist through your tailbone. And then once you have that straight line, press your heels a little bit closer to your mat. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, ragdoll pose, walk forward, bring your feet about hip-width distance apart. Bend your knees a lot, bringing your torso onto your thighs. Relax your head and your neck, and then interlace your pinkies into opposite elbow crease. Option to sway side to side. Maybe shake your head yes and no. And then relax your fingertips towards your mat. So heel your feet together, bring your big toes to touch, slight space between your heels, bend your knees, slowly roll up to standing. Exhale, standing at attention, bring your hands together at heart center, close your eyes. Spread your toes wide on your mat. Engage your quads to lift your kneecaps, and then tuck your tailbone. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and down your spine. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. And reseal your lips, breathe in through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Blink your eyes open. Inhale, mountain pose. Bring your hands above your head, palms facing inward. And then pull your shoulders away from your ears. Reach tall. Inhale. Exhale, baby back bend. Bring your arms to a goalpost position. So elbows are in line with your shoulders, and then squeeze your shoulder blades together and send your hands a little bit back. So your elbows are slightly in front of your fingers. Gaze up towards the ceiling, find a slight back bend. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips, bring your hands to your mat or anywhere along your legs. Shift your weight slightly forward into your toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands into the front of your legs. Find a flat back. One more inhale here. Exhale, crouch and curl. Come up onto your toes. Sit your hips towards your heels. So you're up high on your toes, like Barbie feet. And then final step, tuck your chin, bringing your forehead towards your knees. You want to create the tiniest ball pose possible. Inhale, mountain pose. Stand up nice and tall. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, crouch and curl. One more time through. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, crouch and curl and pause here. Option to play around with balance. Maybe wrap one forearm around your shins or both. And drop your heels down. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, sit your hips low. Settle into that nice chair pose. Squeezing your ankles together, squeeze your knees together, and then sit a little bit lower. Gaze directly forward. And your weight should be in your heels, so you can almost lift your toes up off of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, airplane arms, bring your arms back behind you. Squeeze your pinkies towards one another. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Lift your right knee up. Option for that straight leg option. Otherwise, just keep your right knee in line with your right hip. Exhale, standing figure four. Bring your right ankle to your left knee. Sit your hips low. And keep your right foot flexed. Here for just one more round of breath. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose, other knee lifts. Again, option for that straight leg. Exhale, figure four. Bring your left ankle to your right knee and sit low. Getting into that outer left hip and glute. And try to keep your back flat. So having that, especially a straight back at your low back, is gonna help deepen the stretch through your left hip. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Exhale, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, chair, reach. Keep your legs as they are. Reach your hands forward. And then exhale, drinking bird. Come up onto your toes just like we did in crouch and curl. And then fly your arms back like airplane arms. And then slowly begin to straighten your legs. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. First one of class. Keep your elbows in towards your rib cage, lower no more than halfway down. Then inhale, upward facing dog, flip to the tops of your feet. Shine your chest forward. Exhale, down dog, send your hips up and back. Inhale, right heel high. Flex your right toes down towards your mat. One more inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot between your hands. Drop your back knee down. Inhale, low crescent lunge. Really bend into your front knee. And then for a deeper hip flexor stretch, you can tuck your tailbone slightly. One more inhale. Exhale, half splits. Straighten your front leg, flex your right toes up towards your face. And then frame your front foot with your hands. Find a flat back. And a nice hamstring stretch through your right leg. One more round of breath here. Inhale up to high crescent lunge. Bend into your front knee, lift up off of your back knee. And then take a moment to square your hips forward. So bend your back knee to pop that left hip forward. And then straighten your back leg, trying to keep your hips as they were when that back leg was bent. And then come up onto the ball of your back foot. That back leg is nice and active. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two, spin your back heel down. So your back foot's parallel to the back of your mat. Really bend into your front knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach your right hand up and back. Left hand rests on your back leg. Exhale, chaturanga. Option to keep that right foot lifted as you move through chaturanga. And then inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, other side. Inhale, left heel high. Flex your left toes towards your mat. Really lengthen out through that left heel. Exhale, low lunge. And drop your back knee down. Inhale, low crescent lunge. Really bend into your front knee. Lift your arms up by your ears. Shift your hips forward, and then for a deeper hip flexor stretch through your right hip flexor, tuck your tailbone slightly. You can come up if that feels better. Or you can lean forward, wherever feels good in your body. Inhale. Exhale, half splits. Straighten your front leg. Flex your left toes towards your face. And then bring your fingers to your mat and then try to find length through your spine. This will deepen that hamstring stretch through your left leg. Inhale up to high crescent lunge. Bend into your front knee. Lift up off of your back knee. And then come onto the ball of your back foot. And then just like we did on the other side, check in with your hips. Try to make sure that they're square forward. Bend your back knee if that right hip needs to come a little bit more forward. And then reactivate that back leg, making it as straight as you can. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Open up towards the long edge of your mat. Back foot is parallel to the back of your mat. Really bend into your left knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep your legs as they are. Reach your left hand up and back. Rest your right hand on your back thigh. One more inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, and we flow. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, low crescent. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, low crescent lunge. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath here. We're gonna flow one more time through with a couple changes. Deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift your right heel high. Exhale, scorpion dog. So bend your right knee, Stack your right hip over your left hip. And then peek under your left shoulder, maybe you see your right foot. And then option to take some circles with your hip here. One more inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, low crescent lunge. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle pose, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach forward with right fingertips and push your hips towards the back of your mat and then bring your right hand down, left arm reaches high. So in triangle pose, keep your core engaged. You want length through both sides of your torso. And then gaze up towards your lifted fingers, or you can gaze down towards your right big toe. Inhale, reverse warrior, bend back into your front knee. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, last side. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, scorpion dog. Bend your left knee. Stack your left hip over your right hip. And then peek under your right armpit. Maybe you see your left toes. And option to take some movement here. So maybe bring some hip circles in. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, low crescent. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle pose, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach forward with left fingertips. Bring your left hand down, right arm reaches high. One more round of breath. Inhale, reverse warrior, bend back into your front knee. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, come down to have a seat on your mat. Feel free to grab some water. And we'll do a little bit of core work. All right, so on your back, bring your knees or your shins to a tabletop position. So your knees are stacked over your hips. And then bring your hands to your thighs, close to your knees. And pay attention to your spine first. So set up, we're just gonna static hold here, but press the entire length of your spine into your mat. So especially your low back, make sure that your core is engaged and your spine is pressed down. So right here, you're gonna keep your hands straight and you're gonna pull your knees towards your face and just keep your hands here to prevent your knees from actually moving. So just engaging your core. Breathe through this, open mouth exhales. You feel your spine lift up off of your mat, back off a little bit. Couple more breaths here. And then we're gonna go right into bicycles. So keep your knees where they are, interlace your hands behind your head, lift your chest up, Right elbow to left knee. Inhale to center, exhale to twist. Nice and strong. We got 3 more on each side. And then you're gonna hold on one side. 1 more on each side. Hold on one side in 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands to prayer on the outside of whatever knee is lifted and pulse. Here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Chest is lifted, pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a full body stretch. And then grab behind your thighs. Roll up and come into Sphinx pose to stretch out your core. So bring your forearms to your mat, come onto your belly. Spread your fingers wide on your mat and then grip into your mat with your hands to pull your chest forward. And when you're ready, downward facing dog. Inhale your right heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, straight to high crescent lunge. And exhale, vertical twist. Bring your right hand behind you, working to square your shoulders towards the long edge of your mat. So twisting towards that right leg. And then maybe gaze over right fingertips. Then inhale, bring your hands to heart center. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge, hinge forward and tuck your left elbow outside of your right knee. Option to come back or come down to your left knee to focus on the twist in this posture. With each inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist. One more round of breath. And find runner's lunge. Bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. Toe heel your right foot up and out on your mat. Drop your back knee if you haven't already. And then option to stay on your hands or release to your forearms. Reconnect with your breath. Find those even inhales and exhales. One more round of breath here. And then bring your palms back to your mat. Step back to high plank and then down dog. All right, we got the other side. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, vertical twist. Drop your left hand behind you. So working to open your chest towards the long edge of your mat. We're still bending into that left knee. Back leg is nice and active and straight. And twist from your core. One more inhale. Well, inhale, bring your hands to heart center. Stay twisted. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge. Hook your right elbow outside of your left knee. Option to drop to your back knee. Focus on the twist in this posture. With each inhale, find some length through your spine. Each exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Maybe gaze over your left shoulder. One more inhale. Exhale, runner's lunge. Bring your hands to the inside of your left foot. Toe heel your left foot up and out on your mat. Drop to your back knee if you haven't already. And then option to stay on your palms or release to your forearms. Couple more rounds of breath here. Inhale, replace your palms on your mat. Exhale, step back to down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, move to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, airplane arms. And then inhale, back into drinking bird. So come up onto your toes, lift your heels high. Send your chest a little bit closer to your mat as you lengthen through your legs, straightening your legs. And then from here, we're gonna go into crow pose. So this is an entry, I don't think we've taken this entry, but from drinking bird, you place your hands on your mat, your hips are right where they need to be for the perfect crow pose position. Bend your elbows, working those knees up towards your armpits. Find that shelf on your upper arm. And then maybe you lift one toe, then the other, or both. Or just stay in drinking bird. But I'll walk through that again. So drinking bird, chest is close to your mat, you're lengthening your spine is straight, legs are becoming straight. Then plant your palms, shift your weight forward, bend your elbows, nice chaturanga arms, and knees come to your armpits. Nice. Then whenever you're done, we'll meet in child's pose. And then move through tabletop to high plank. And lower all the way down to your mat. Set up for a baby cobra pose. Squeeze your legs together, press the tops of your feet into your mat. Hands are by your rib cage. Inhale, peel your chest up off of your mat. Little to no weight in your hands. The tops of your feet are still pressed into your mat. Squeeze your shoulder blades together to lift a little bit higher. Inhale. Exhale, release. Bring your right ear to your mat, gaze to your left. Relax your arms by your sides. Bring your chin back to center. Set up for locust pose. We're gonna lift everything up off of our mats. So inhale, lift your legs, lift your arms, lift your chest. Keep your gaze towards the top of your mat so your neck is nice and long. Really squeeze your shoulder blades together again. Inhale. Exhale, release. Bring your left ear to your mat, gaze to your right. And bring your chin back to center. One more spine exercise. We're gonna do floor bow. So bend your knees, reach back, capture the outsides of your feet. If you can't quite reach your feet, this is a great place for a strap. You can wrap the strap around your toes and then hang onto the strap with your hands. You can stay right here or exhale, kick your feet into your hands, lifting your thighs and your chest up off of your mat. Squeeze your knees together. They should be about hip width distance apart. Gaze is down towards the top of your mat. One more round of breath. And release. Bring one ear to your mat. And then option to windshield wiper your feet back and forth to release your low back. And then push up to a seated position. And we'll take a simple seated forward fold to counteract those back bends. So send your feet nice and long. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, fold. Grab for whatever is accessible. Grab for your legs, your ankles, your feet. And inhale to find some length in your spine. Exhale, fold a little bit deeper. And lift your torso up. We're gonna move into half pigeon pose. So just swing onto or shift onto one hip and then swing the opposite leg around. Finding half pigeon pose. Walk your hands forward, relax your forehead on your mat. And then shift off onto your hip and move into half pigeon on the other side. You can also move through down dog if you prefer. Here for just a couple breaths. We have another hip pose that we're going to do on our backs. Inhale your torso up, swing your legs around, and then come all the way onto your back. Shake out your legs a little bit. And then we're gonna find supine cow face pose. So cross your right knee over your left knee. So you want your knees to be where they cross. And then grab for the outside edge of your foot with both hands. Yeah, so legs are crossed. Left hand reaches for right foot, right hand reaches for left foot. And then you want to gently pull your feet closer to your hips. And you can play around with shifting your left foot up a little bit. But you should feel the stretch mostly through your right glute and the outside of your right quad. All right, release your feet. Keep your knees crossed and just let your feet or let your legs fall to the left for a supine twist. And then complete the twist by gazing over right fingertips. And come back to center. Switch out your legs. So cow face pose on the other side. So cross your left knee over your right knee. Bring your knees into your chest. Grab for the outside edges of your feet. And find the spot where it feels like a nice stretch. One more round of breath here. And release your feet. Send your arms to a T and then let your legs fall to the right. Complete the supine twist by gazing over left fingertips. Inhale back to center. Bring both knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. Big inhale. Exhale, Shavasana, corpse pose. Send your legs long. Relax your arms by your sides. Close your eyes. Take a moment here. Let your feet fall open. Move your shoulder blades a little bit further under your spine. Let go of any controlled breathing. And begin to deepen your breath. And bring awareness and movement back to your body. Maybe take a full body stretch. Send your fingers away from your toes. And over the next 4 or 5 breaths, make your way to a comfortable seated position. And sit up nice and tall. Bring your hands together at heart center. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Sigh it out. Bring your hands to third eye center, the space between your eyebrows. Bow forward. Namaste. All right, thank you for joining. I will see you next time.